bridge experience right here in Copenhagen with 10 legged.
வணக்கம். இந்த டென்மார்க்கின் கோபனகன் நகரில்
Thank you for sharing
ஆற்றோரம்
that
சென்று
moment.
கொண்டிருக்கின்றேன். அந்த
But
காட்சிகள்
now also, you are looking down the new harbor canal. The canal was dug out by James Joseph approximately 350 years ago. So King at the time, he wanted to connect the inner harbor where we're sailing with his new square. Kongens Nytorv, that means the king's new square. And that's what we even call it till this day. On your right hand side, you are now seeing these funny looking buildings. Some people call them the Toblerone Towers, and I can see why. This island is what we call the
Dutch colony.
And that's because back in the days, but today we only store those expensive apartments
அந்த நாட்டின் உள்ள டென்மார்க்கின் கோகனகன் நகரிலிருந்து ஆற்றோர காட்சிகளை எடுத்துக்கொண்டு இருக்கின்றதுக்காக மனோகரன்.
in 2005, and what I would want you to look at as we pass the facade that is with stone, this sandish colored stone. If you look very closely, you will notice that these stones, they have different sizes. And that's because this type of stone, it makes a sound when you knock on it. Just a little bit of musical talent. You can actually play music on the outside of our opera house by knocking on the different stones. And in front of the opera house, we have the newest park here in Copenhagen, that is the Opera Park. There's something about this park towards the front, and then they become taller and taller towards the back. But rumor has it as well that we have built the most beautiful parking lot ever, this park. So in case you're out to see the opera house, I would highly recommend you to go. So in a few moments we will be sailing into a residential area, and since they don't like to listen to me all day long, I will need to turn off the microphone just for a bit.
தாழ்வான பிடிக்காக உள்ளது கோபனகன் நகரின் அழகிய நதியோர காட்சியாக குளிரும் மழையும் அடிக்கின்ற வேளையில் இந்த டென்மார்க்கிலிருந்து ரொம்ப மனோகரன். அருமையான காட்சிகள் அருமை கோபனகன் நகராகும்.
A nice turn. This beautiful building is what we call the torpedo hole, and I would want you to look right inside it now as we pass. Because back in the days, this is where we used to build and repair torpedo boats. But as you can see today, it has been transformed into private housing. So this building is yet another good example of how we like to reuse the old buildings here in the city. I look into 300 years ago, when the British people had taken all of the Danish navy. So in order to protect Copenhagen, when we built these houses where we could have our cannon boats very close to the water and slightly tilted towards the water as well. That meant that we could get these cannon really fast in case anybody were to attack. The country have absolutely no mountains. So believe it or not, on the backside of Copenhagen, we actually have a ski slope. You can ski, but you will also have a private sauna, private swimming pool, and 2 kayaks included in the price. I have a 2-year wait list, so in case you want to come visit us another time, I will let you check it out. You know, and it is a museum that you can visit today. However, back it is still in use, And I want to tell you about a little incident that happened back then. Because this ship was out on a training, and to look inside the military area, you will now also notice this black submarine on the shore. This is called the Seal, and that was the last operating submarine in the Danish military. It was last in operation back during the Iraq War in 2003. Today it is also a museum that you can visit.
மிலிட்ரி ஷிப்புகளாகும் இராணுவத்துக்குரிய கப்பல்கள்.
Stay in this specific spot, so you will never see another boat in this spot. Straight ahead of the boat, you are now also seeing a green area. There's also a flagpole and a Danish flag waving in the wind. This area is called Battery 6, and what I would want you to look at is are the cannons standing in the morning when the sun rises and once in the night when the sun sets. And this is to indicate for all the ships here in the harbor when to higher or lower the Danish flag. Days we used to have a lot of industry out here on the island, but today we are mostly using it for cultural events, festivals, exhibitions, and 100% metal. Maybe you know who it is. And it is, of course, the Little Mermaid that I'm talking about.
அறிவியான காட்சியை உங்களுக்கு அளிப்பது மனோகரம். இன்று நான் டென்மார்க்கின் கோபனாக்க நகரிலிருந்து டிரைவர்லெஸ் ட்ரெயினில் பயணம் செஞ்சு கொண்டிருக்கிறேன். லெஸ் ட்ரெயின் அதுவும் யூகேயில் உள்ள டிஎல்ஆர் ட்ரெயின் போல்